Hi gays, welcome back to my channel. I am Queen, and you are watching my YouTube channel currency update with Lucky. Before start the video, you should subscribe my YouTube channel, press the bell icon for more latest videos. Let's start the video. These are some Dinar Guru updates starting off with RV already. It would now seem the RV is in the hands of the CBI and no longer waiting on anything from Parliament. Hopefully we'll see an RIRV release soon. All right. Mark ZVA PDK quote, Iraqi stock exchange achieves first place in the Arab world in volume and rate of daily trading, unquote. Mark Z says this is huge. Iraq is positioning itself to be the cultural hub of the Middle East, unseating Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the entire region. This tells us where Iraq is heading in terms of valuable currency. All right, Frank 26 Iraq boots on the ground report Firefly. They're talking about how oil and gas laws are in the budget. Frank 26 says, wow, HCL, no wonder you're not using the dollar we have. Pimpy, with an article, quote, central bank, attributes the reduction of dollar exchange rate to the increase in cash reserves and electronic platform, unquote. Pimpy says what the cash reserves do, it allows them to flood the market with a competing currency, therefore driving down the exchange rate slightly. In this case, Iraq's parallel market people were given up quite a bit of dinar to get the US dollar, and what that does is affect the official rate. All right, Mark Zavia PDK says what we're seeing and what people on the streets over there are telling me, people that live there and work there, is that they are seeing a very wide floating range. 1100 to 1150 is what many are insisting on. Even contractors who get paid from one day to the next are having to renegotiate their rate because it is constantly changing. It is floating, changing, and moving. Is it officially on a float? According to CBI, no. But according to people on the streets who are experiencing the float, yes. All right, Sandy Ingram article, quote, the governor of the central bank comments on the recent rise in the dollar exchange rate, unquote. Sandy says he pointed out that those who go to buy dollar from the black market may experience problems in the transactions they make. It sounds as if Iraq got the message loud and clear from the United States. We do not know how this will affect the exchange rate in the future. All right, Frank 26 article, quote, Iraqis banned from trading in US dollar, unquote. Frank says they ban the American dollar. They can't use any foreign currency inside of Iraq. What does that tell you? They're preparing to introduce their new national currency paper along with a new exchange rate to match it. They're called lower denominations. All right, Pimpy says yes. I heard there's an extension to Executive Order 13303 and everybody's losing their mind. This must mean something. What is it? Pimpy has something to do with the dinar. Pimpy says no, it doesn't say anything about the currency. The executive order that was signed that everybody keeps talking about, it allows you to invest in the country. It's the Americans' way of protecting the money that has been generated from oil and gas revenues over in Iraq. All right, Deepwood says when Iraq initially changed the rate to 1310, it showed up for the first time internationally, March 28th, at least on the two boards. I can see from that point it would be 1310 for a day or two, then back to 1462 or 3 days, then repeat that cycle until May 2nd. May 2nd was 1460, changed to 1311 on May 3rd. Wednesday, May 3rd to now, it has flatlined at approximately 1310. I think this could be considered stable. Next step, please. Walking stick responds to Frank. 26 Firefly HCL in the budget report walking sticks is not at a program rate. It will not work with the accounting. The knowledge of the HCL in the budget is not a clue or a hint about a new exchange rate. It is a fact of the monetary reform education to the citizens. All right, Mark Zavia PDK says no news from bankers. They are being leaned on to be exceptionally quiet. They did have expectations for yesterday and this morning. They feel like they are on a minute-by-minute watch. Even my redemption center contacts are watching minute-to-minute right now. I hope it's accurate and really that close. All right. Claire article, quote, Al Rafadain directs the collection of taxes and custom fees in Iraqi dinars, unquote. Another quote, Al Rafadain Bank directed its branches at the border crossings to collect taxes and custom fees in Iraqi dinars instead of dollars. The bank also decided that the receipt of the stamp fee will be in Iraqi dinars. Nothing that this step is in support of the national economy and strengthening the currency of the Iraqi dinar, unquote. All right, Frank26 says when you see all these things they're doing, you can't help but scratch your head. How? Frank says your currency is worth 9/10 of a penny compared to the American dollar. How these next few days when they open up the budget, it's going to open up a new chapter, all right? Pimpy says it's the same gibberish going on out there. How many millions of different time? Can you say that we're just waiting for the budget to Speaker 1 be approved? And lastly, Mark Z via PDK with a quote says CBI sells 216 million in Forex on Monday, unquote. Mark Z says this just means they sucked a tremendous amount of dinar off the streets, the foreign people trading things and buying things. $216 million in USD is $281 billion in Iraqi dinar that was pulled off the streets. We are watching them do everything they need to do to increase the value of the dinar, and they are preparing for it.